to get back to our team coverage of that breaking news of that partial building collapse in Surfside.
We've confirmed one person is dead. Let's get straight over to Madeline Wright. She is live on the scene. Madeline, what can you tell us about what's happening right now?
Good morning, JC and Geo. The fire rescue department tells me that one person has died, but it's not clear if that person died in the collapse or on the way to the hospital after the collapse. Right now, fire rescue is working to get information on how many people were injured, who the person is who died, and how many people are still trapped in the building needing to be rescued.
All praises to our Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahweh Shai, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi. And today is Thursday, June the 24th, 2021, and it's currently 11:56 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace be with you, beloved. Peace be among you. Peace be in the midst of you. There will be no Jacob's trouble. Father said, fear him, give him all glory, give him all praises, give him all credits. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Now, beloved brothers and sisters, we are going to go to a series of videos, and we are going to analyze through the Holy Spirit this incident that happened in South Florida, Surfside, close to Miami. It's like 7 or 8 miles from me. Let's say like 10 miles from where I'm saying. 7, 8, 9, 10 miles. As we all know, beloved, before we even begin this, before we even go into this, I want everybody that are in the chat room and the comment to give the Most High all praises and all glory, beloved. Give the Most High all glory and all praises, man. The Most High is grand. This is not a hate piece. This is not a video that we will promote hate. We will not promote anything related to other races or other sexuality. None of this garbage. This is just a video that we're going to play and put commentary in it. Now, beloved, a building collapsed today. 12-story. Today is the strawberry moon. When is the strawberry moon?
Full strawberry moon start date is June 24th, 2021.
A strawberry moon, aka another blood moon, beloved, which is today. We did pray and fast today for, well, a clarification. I mean, if you are listening to this, brothers, you probably listening to it like the 21st, because it's 2 minutes to be 25th, 2 minutes to be Friday, 25th. So, brethren, that's the strawberry moon, aka another term for a blood moon. Strawberry is the color red. It's like, you know, on the pinkish side. So, this happened on the 24th, okay, of this month. It happened around like 1 a.m. because of the whole thing. Now, the amount of story this thing has, it's a 12-story buildings. We are going to go in a lot of videos, but brothers, we want to let you see, sisters, to see how the Most High's work. Surfside building and Collins Avenue.
Building in Collins Avenue around Surfside. Sure.
They should have. Sometime I don't want to take. Well, local news is good. Local news is good. So, local 10 is good because they are local and they really don't want you to pay for subscription and all that. Okay. So far, that's the update. It's been updated. So far, the last update was like 11:49, a couple minutes ago. Okay, couple minutes ago. Continue coverage. At least 3 dead, 99 others unaccounted for after partial building collapse in Surfside. Now, let me clear that for you. You see, those people are very deceptive when they are writing the news and when they are telling the news. What they say in the first time, is that thing even recorded first? Let's see, is that thing recording? Yes, it is. What they said in the first preview story, they said, we know for a fact, brothers, they're gonna find more people and more bodies as they are digging for more survivor. Now listen, they say at least 1 dead and 53 accounted for, and they made it seems like they found 53 people. They made it seems that they rescue 53 people out of the rubble. It seems like they save 53 people. That's not what that is. When they say 53 is accounted for, that means those are the 53 people that were not in the building, that were either at work or somewhere else. They saw this on TV and they will call their family member. They report and they say, "Were you home?" I said, "Nah, I was just getting out of the house at 2 a.m. going to McDonald's and get some chicken nuggets." "No, I was at work." "No, I'm still at work." "No, I'm coming from work." Those are the people that are accounted. So those people they have nothing to do with that. That's how they do it, brothers. That's how they are so crafty. They make it seem like, oh, we already heroically go over there. We say 53 people. No. 53 people. Listen, the manager of the building said the whole building was full. This building has 12th floor. 2/3 of this building collapsed. 1/3 say. How you are making this up? 99 orders unaccounted for. That's the number they give us, brothers. Let's take the number 99, shall we? Now, calculator. 9 plus 9 equal 18. Now, 18, 1 plus 8 equal 9. Destruction. A 12-story building, beloved brothers, each story for each tribe. This building is owned and mostly operated by Hish. It's a Hish community. The Most High destroyed the building with 99 people, destruction in there. Okay? And 3 of them so far, beloved brothers, they find accounted for, not here with us anymore. Now, let's see what they say in this article. We'll go to the videos, brothers, but let us see how the Most High is grand. Now we clear out their confusion. Oh, they found 53 people is accounted. No, 53 people, those are the people that were outside of the home. Those are the people that were on this side over there, on that side that is not destroyed, and then they left. Those are the people, okay? Those are the 53 people. The rest that is over here, they don't know what happened to them. Now let us read. Watch continue coverage live. At least 3 dead, 99 others unaccounted for after partial building collapse in Surfside. Keep in mind, beloved, this video will be released at 8:30 p.m. today on the 25th, and the number will increase, no doubt. This is a tragedy without precedent, okay? Surfside, Florida. At least 3 people die and 99 remain unaccounted for. A condominium building partially collapsed early Thursday morning. All right, on the day of our fast, on the day of our repentance, on the day that we asked the Heavenly Father, to cleave the plagues. All right, now officers and fire rescue personnel surrounded the L-ship Chaplain Towers South at 8777 Collins Avenue in Miami-Dade County, towns of serve. You got 777 here. Triple perfection. Okay? Give me a second. Let me get something. Yeah, I'm trying to get Google. What they call this thing again? Google Earth. All right? I'm trying to get the Google Earth open. See if it is. Okay. All right. It's opening. All right. This is a tragedy without precedent in the United States of America. Representative or Republican, I don't know, Debbie Wasserman Schultz said that the devastation that I witnessed today is the likes of which I have never seen. Of course, you've seen something like that. Remember that earthquake in Haiti you guys were making fun of in January 12th, 2010? When it happened on the 12th day of the 2010, when the Mosai sent that earthquake and killed 1 million of the 2/3, it was prophesied. So you guys were making fun of that and making fun of the infrastructure that they have over there, because I don't know, they are poor people. Now, Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Carver said 102 people survived and rescue teams were searching for 99 people. She said a huge task force of people will working through the night to help the search and rescue team. It is a dark and tragic day, Senator Marco Rubio said. From it, we continue to pray for miracles, and we are inspired by the men and women, the heroes who are out there right now risking their lives, hopefully rescuing people. Man, you guys like to suck your own stuff, man. You guys like to suck your own stuff, man. Look at this. 1 confirmed dead, 99 unaccounted for, okay? They cannot find 99 people, okay? 35 people rescued. 2 people pulled from the rubble. Brethren, when they say 35 people rescued, that doesn't mean they pulled them out of the rubble, brethren. 35 people rescued. That means like whether they were near the place, they were on the other side, they were rescued. They were trapped inside, okay? 55, when they say 53 out of the 53 people that got out of the building, 35 were trapped. They rescued them. Okay, rescued them. 2 people pulled from the rubble. That's what they pulled. Those are the 2 people that truly get rescued. 10 treated on scene. Those are the people that are treated. It could be in any of those numbers. 2 taken to the hospital. 1 die on the way. They try to trick you with. This could have confirmed like, hey, 99 survived. So far, we got 7 dead. But they are detailing to hide their failure. Okay? Levine Carver said 12-story building was built in 1981. Now, this building was built in 1981, brothers. It had more than 130 units and 55 collapsed. Okay? Now, let's take more. They don't give us a real number here, okay? So, but 55, 5 plus 5 equals step number 10, because that's where we at. Everything is being birthed right now, slowly but surely, okay? 5 plus 5 equal 10. Now, this thing was built in 1981, right? 1981 minus, we are in 2021, okay? This building is 40 years old. The magic number, 40 days fast. Beloved, listen. We are not, excuse me. We are not stretching numbers here. We are not making this up. This is all of the Heavenly Father. Now you got the 40 days fast that we did this year. Well, started, this year. To thank the Most High for a great 2020 and to make 2021 the worst year so far. Every year is going to be the worst year so far. Now, 1981 to 2021, this building is 40 years. 40 years for the 40 days fast. 40 days Noah spent in the ark. 40 days YAHAWAH spent praying in the desert. The devil came in and tempted him. 40 days of fast. Moses went in and fast. 40 days that we did fast. Now, 1981, 9 plus, what? 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1 equals 19. Again, the number 9 right here. Okay, this building, the number 9, 1, 1 plus 9 equal step number 10. Now you got 10, okay, from 1981, 55, 5 plus 5 equal 10, 130, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3, 4 corner of the earth, everything is being born from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. Groups of 10 to 12 from the urban search and rescue. Again, the number 10, 10 step, the 10th, the final step, the final nail in the coffin. To 12, the 12 tribe from the urban search of rescue team are looking for any pair of pockets in hope of finding anyone who is trapped. A group was in the flood parking a garage and explained to break through the concrete. Now, beloved, let me tell you something. What you're seeing here, what you're witnessing here, and then again, you know, this thing was in local 10, you know. The most I put this here, brothers, you're going to see how those people are liars. They don't want to shock the public. Beloved, there are more people that didn't make it than people that make it. A 12-story building, beloved brothers and sisters, 2/3 of this building is destroyed. 12-story for the 12 tribe. Everything the Most High did, he made it on our behalf. He said, this is what I'm doing for my children. And then the reason why I'm doing this is because of Genesis 15, verse 13. Oh, where is it? Boy, I thought I had it there. Genesis 15, verse 13. And beloved, if you find any more clues, let me know. Let me see. Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Fathers judging this nation to the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. This one, we classify this one as a ley line, and also number 5, destruction by spiritual earthquake. Damn it. Woo! We classify this one by spiritual earthquake. Destruction by earthquake. But we know the ley line switch, and they're gonna come up with all kind of garbage. Now, beloved, let's see where this thing is in the Google map. And you know, some of the brothers, I believe Sister Ancient Gardener says she really like when we use Google Earth. We're going to look for any ley lines, any church, any big things that are close. Oh, already there's a church here. And there's a church there. Okay. And okay, the L-shaped building, all of this course on this little part left. So this building, beloved, okay, all right, this building, only this part left, 2/3 of the building course, and it's very close to the ocean, to the sea. All right, it's very close. Okay, all right, so let's see, 87 Collins Avenue. Okay, so all right, oops, okay. Now the excuse me, the building that is next to it, actually I got affected. There are people over there that was next to this, and they got affected. So you know, and they actually left. Okay, they get to the hospital. Okay, that's the building, brethren. 12-story, beloved. Okay, And then this is right across, I would say this is some type of tennis court, which is a major ley line. Okay. All right. There we go. That's better. Okay, this is the 12-story building, and it happened right there in front of, this is between Collins Avenue. What's the name of this thing? Went too far. I went too far. Oh boy. Let's go back to the building. This thing is kind of like, there we go. Stop right there. It's not something that I planned. You know, let's exit the street view and then drop again. Okay, they were building something here. So, all right, let's see. This is those things, you know, all those stadium, all those basketball court they're building on top of ley lines. So when people go ahead over there and play, they will suck up their energy when you're playing. There's a church right here. Okay, let me see, what's this church? Casa de Jesus, Casa de Jesus Inc. The House of Jesus Inc. And there's another church right here. Let me see. St. Joseph Catholic Church. Okay, there's a church here, the Priest of Mahan Church, and Cesare Borgia Church. You can't make that up. You can't make this up. Okay, those two churches, one on the ley line going that way, and another on the ley line going this way, intercept. All right, you know, this thing is like right there. Let me see. All right, North Bay, Biscayne Island, Parkview, Allison. I'm not quite sure. If you can find anything else, brothers, sisters, let us know. Okay. Oh, that was an airplane crash that happened here that killed 2 people ages ago. So let me put a pin there. Let me put the pin there. Call it B. Oops. That's my people, the skids over there. B collapse. B collapse. Put it there just to mark it for future reference. Okay. All right. So you can see in that little area, brothers. You see how many airplanes? That means the ley line is very active in this area. Now we start seeing why the Mossad was taking all those little small airplane down there. Small airplane here, small airplane there, small airplane here, small airplane there. Now this building here. They're all in let's see how many miles radius they are. Circle. Let's draw a circle. Oops. Oops. They are within 10 miles. 10 miles is too big. Let's put it in clear. Let's put it in the middle right here. Right here is good. Right? Whoops. Clear. Okay, they are in probably 7. Ooh, how could you make this up? What was that perfect 7 that I just got? 7 miles radius. Okay? Try to get that 7. Perfectly. I had 7 perfectly here. Well, close enough. 7-mile radius, brethren. That means there is a ley line here. Something is here. I don't know what I don't know what that is. You got at least 4 plane crash that we record in this area. Remember, beloved brothers? We got at least 4 plane crash from November to till now. Okay? Now we got this building with a 7-mile radius. They all fall into this circle. That means there's a massive amount of energy over there. I don't know what it is, brethren. I just find this out right now as we are speaking. I have no idea. But there we go. Okay, let us save this. We'll call it circle of energy. Circle of energy. Death. All right. Whoops. Excuse me. Oof. There we go. Circle of death. That's better. Okay, circle of death. So we got this circle of death right here. As you can see, beloved, we are not making this up. All the airplane accident that happened in this area happened right there. Okay? All right? So it could have something to do with the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know. I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go that far. But anyway, man, you got the memo. All right, beloved, you got the memo. Okay, you know. All right, you got the memo. Oops, to go too far. I went too far. All right, so it happened on the coast right here. Okay, in the midst of this circle, there's something here. There's a massive amount of energy here. I don't know what that is. I mean, I stay here in Fort-Lauderdale, so it's not too far for me. Like I said, 7 to 10 miles. Now, beloved brothers, now we got that out of the way. Is that thing even recording, though? Yes, it is. We got that out of the way. We're probably not going to need this. Now, let us go to the videos, brethren. Today, I'm mostly going to make this about this stuff. We're going to spend a great amount of time in there to look at this, brothers. We have to look at what the Most High is putting in there, how those people are lying their asses in there. All right, beloved? And we're good with Genesis 15, verse 13. Okay, the cup has been passing on to them, brothers. Lamentation 4, 21 and 22. Psalm 75, verse 8. All right, now let us move in and proceed and see what's going on here.
This is happening at the corner of 88th Street and Collins Avenue right here in Surfside. It's this.
Okay, corner of 88th Street, 8 plus 8, 16, 1 plus 6, perfection.
Building, which is about 12.
Please, beloved, if you find anything that I'm missing, anything that I don't know, please put it in the comment board. I have no idea how I'm doing this. I'm doing things as I go. Okay, I didn't prepare anything for this. I'm just doing this and then things being beamed into my head. And then I'm just doing this. If you find anything else, brothers, please put it in a comment or in the live chat. Thank you.
12 stories tall. Within the last 45 minutes to an hour, we saw fire rescue with ladder trucks.
45 minutes. 4 plus 5. You know what that is.
Rescuing people floor by floor from their balconies. The building appears to not have power, so...
Okay, so those are the people that are accounted for. Those are the 53 people that were saved. Those are not people they pulled out of the rubble. Okay, so far they pulled 3 dead people out of the rubble. You know what happened now, brothers? Once you start, you're gonna go see through the videos. You're going to see how the Most High is grand, and then you're going to see what's quickly changed. Their narrative quickly changed.
They were also rescuing people from underneath the rubble, as well as the people who were in nearby units that were not directly affected by the collapse. This is a major catastrophe that happened around 1:20 this morning. That's when a man named Santos Mejia told me on scene this morning that he got a frantic phone call from his wife, Janet Rodriguez, that she heard some kind of earthquake, and it was actually the building collapsing partially in the backside where the ocean is. She said that she was okay, and the 93-year-old woman that she was taking care of at the time was also okay, but if they had been just a few feet closer.
93 years old. Beloved brothers, you know what to do. What is 9 plus 3?
Closer to the balcony, then they could have fallen off the edge. She had to wait several hours to be rescued, and she was very grateful to be finally on the ground and out of the building, but it was an emotional reunion when she and her husband met up. He had tears in his eyes. He was just so grateful that she was okay. But as many people as there are who are concerned about their loved ones, there are also people who are finding out that their loved ones may have been injured, and in the case of one person was killed. Now, back live, this is happening at the Champlain Towers condominium complex. It was built in about 1981, and there are more than 100 condo units. Again, we are waiting to find out how many people were injured and how many people need to be rescued. Stay with Local 10 on air and online as we continue to gather the latest.
Okay, so what they are saying here, brothers, they're trying to make this look good. Beloved, this isn't nowhere near that word good. Oh, we rescue people. 52. Look at this boy. We're saving them. We are heroes. We need to be worshipped. None of this garbage. Those people, they see, they understand this. They may not understand the 12 story for the 12 tribe. 2/3 out of this tower fell. Okay, they're not seeing this, but they know for a fact this is something that happening to them because their time is up. They know that.
Live in Surfside, Madeline Wright, Local 10 News.
All right, Madeline, thank you. We need to get straight over to Syra Onwar. She's also live at that scene at a different vantage point. Syra, what are you learning?
So, JC, we were finally able to get on the beach side where you can really get a close look at the just absolute destruction of this building. You can see where it collapsed, several floors. It looks like about 4 levels of that corner unit are just completely destroyed. We're seeing a lot of rubble. Those balconies are gone. We know, we've confirmed that there are people still trapped in this building. We watched ladder trucks up there getting people out of the building. We watched firefighters entering units through those ladder trucks, through those buckets. Again, this is the first you're seeing from the beach side on the ground. You saw those chopper shots earlier. This is from the ground. We're on the beach in Surfside. This is the closest look.
Okay, this is a bunk bed right there. You know what that means? That's a bunk bed right there. Just letting you for a little moment to observe what's going on here. That's a bunk bed there. When we pray, beloved, when we pray against our enemy, when we pray for the downfall, literally for the collapse, we cannot give up and say, well, you know, where are those kids? Oh man, we don't want that to happen. This is not up to us. This is not our will, but His.
We have gotten so far. We aren't seeing first responders making rescues on this side. They are on the city side. But again, you're just seeing how destroyed this building is, and they are trying to keep people as far back as possible from this area to avoid any possible further collapse. There are people concerned running around looking for their loved ones, asking about people who are inside this building. But right now, police and fire crews are just keeping them as far back as possible. They are also keeping media crews as far back as possible. We managed to get to the beach side. We'll see how long we're allowed to remain here, but we just wanted to give you the closest view you're going to get from the ground of just how bad this is. Again, you're looking, you can see at least 5.
Those are bed stand, the headboard of the beds. I'm not quite sure if that's how they call them. Where are all those people that were on those beds, brethren? What they are trying to make, they're trying to make it look like the building was empty. Not only the building was empty, that means every single person that were in this building, they were all outside, they all survived. Again, I don't know the facts. All I know is common sense and the Holy Spirit. Let's move to the next video, brethren. Okay, this video is going to be all about this thing. We're at the end, we're going to have a couple of stuff, but we're going to spend a great deal analyzing what's going on in there. Now, you see, the enemy, this enemy that we are dealing, is so unskilled. They only know one part. They only play one card. You're going to see, beloved, when those people don't know anything, when those people cannot handle a Christ, they always bring something else into this, and then they're going to make it all about that thing. They're going to ignore all the people that perish in this thing, and they're going to focus on something that has nothing to do with that. They're going to glorify this thing and then try to make it seem they're going to explain themselves away. They're going to glorify themselves out of this way. Listen to this.
And we want to bring in Ophi Osen Cohen. She lives on the 4th floor of that complex. She was rescued right off of her balcony.
Cohen. All right, let's see that name, Cohen. Define the name Cohen. No.
According to Wikipedia, Cohen is a variant of Cohen, the Hebrew for priest.
Okay.
The oldest and probably the most common Jewish family name in existence, Cohen indicates descent from the biblical priestly family, Kohanim.
Cohen. I believe that's how it is written, right? Okay. Cohen. All right. Cohen, priest, is a Jewish surname and biblical origins. Cohen is a very common Jewish surname. Okay? All right? Let's see this woman.
Ophi, first of all, it is so good to see you. We're so happy that you're okay, but I can't imagine that you were just tucked into bed 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning and you saw and felt things. Describe what you went through.
So we were sound asleep, as were probably most people in the building. We heard a weird sound. It could have been thunder, but it didn't really sound like thunder, and we felt the building shake. And we knew something was up. It rattled us. We immediately got out of bed. We looked around. We looked out the window. Our apartment faces the street, and I saw a plume of smoke coming up. Very unusual.
Very unusual. She saw what, beloved brothers? What did she saw that was very unusual? All praises to the Most High. The Most High being sending confirmation left and right. Now, this is, let me let you hear it again.
Apartment faces the street, and I saw a plume of smoke coming up. Very unusual shape.
Very unusual shape. A plume of smoke. Now, we saw the fire that happened in Rockford, I believe, somewhere in Illinois. The firefighter was explaining, he said he saw a plume of smoke, and the Heavenly Father's been giving our people the plume and protect. You guys don't get this black plume. You don't get this white plume. This plume of smoke is not in your midst, and then you're seeing it, and then it's not a good sign for you. That means you're not protected. Give the Most High all praises and glory, beloved brothers and sisters.
And just everything about it was unusual. A few cars, not many at that hour of the night. And very soon thereafter, a police car that pulled up, and I heard a neighbor yell out, "What's going on?" And the policeman said, "We don't know yet." He was running around with a flashlight at that moment. Shortly thereafter, we decided we wanted to get out. And so we put on some clothes. As you can imagine, we were in our PJs, grabbed a few items, you know, the essential things. And when I opened the door to my apartment, it leads to a long hallway. And all I saw was debris, and the partial debris was covering the door next to us as well. There's another staircase that we took and went down and saw several other people that were in the staircase. We tried to exit on the pool deck and could not open the door. It was jammed. So we continued down and went down to the garage, but it was full of water up to our ankles already. We didn't know what was going on at that point, and we realized that we weren't going to be able to get out through there either. So we decided to go back up the stairs. The door to the building itself, we couldn't get it back in because the electricity.
Okay, so they are playing you the same footage to show you how hero it is. Now, this is how you see those people like to suck their own stuff. Look at this. That random condo resident just delivered the most concise reporting I've ever seen from a professional journalist. If this interviewee wasn't news reporter or journalist before, she would be now. She sounded so like one of those. She's observant reporter in a terrible situation. Prayers for everyone, just tragic. Give this woman a job in news. She's actually good. The woman they are interview could pass as a field reporter. To be in shock, Mrs. Cohen handled the interview with detail and dignity. The tears come later. She's strong going through the horrific event stuff. Always notice this, brothers. Anytime something happened that make them very, very bad, make them look very, very bad, horribly bad, they focus on like, oh wow, she's so elegant, she's so smart and strong. Oh, she didn't cry. Look at how strong she is. Wait a minute. You guys are out of your freaking mind. A 12-story building just collapsed and you're focusing on this woman interviewing skills of garbage and stuff? You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. A lot of people die here, man. Whose fault is this? You know, if this happened in the hood, guess what they're going to say? Oh, Democrats, they vote Democrats because, you know, Democrats this, Democrat that. They are poor people. George Floyd. You know, George Floyd they was going to do some nonsense. Oh, the usual suspect. Oh yeah, hey, I'm not surprised because, you know, they are thief. They stole the money and then they build cheap stuff and cheap housing. That's what welfare queen and stuff like that. When it's happening to them, they quickly avert it, avoid and evade the situation. Let's talk about this woman. Forget all about those things. Talk about this woman. That's what those people do. Is that thing even recording? Yes, it is. All right, let us go ahead to the next point. Next video. Okay. All right, let's listen to this dude.
Right now, we want to bring in Nicholas Balboa. He's a neighbor who witnessed the collapse and helped in the moments after. Nicholas, I know it's been a long night and morning for you. I appreciate you making some time for us today. I'm glad you're safe. Can I ask you to start by telling us what you heard and what you saw as the building collapsed?
Sure. So this morning I was walking our dog, and you know, I was probably about a block away on the other side of the street. I felt the ground shake and heard something that sounded like thunder. So I thought it could have been like, say, a possible storm coming in. You know, and then about 30 seconds to a minute later, felt the ground shake again and heard an even louder, you know, sound that sounded like thunder.
So, brethren, plague number 10. Thunder voices. Listen to what this man said. Thunder voices in destroying earthquake. How you are making this up? We can't make this up. You can't make that up, brethren. Sistren, number 10. Thunder voices and destroying earthquake. Look, listen to what this dude is saying. Again, brothers, we don't know what happened. Okay, we're just going by the spirit here.
In, you know, and then about 30 seconds to a minute later, felt the ground shake again and heard an even louder, you know, sound that sounded like thunder. So,
sounds like thunder. So go ahead.
That kind of signaled to me that there was something, you know, something wasn't right. So I brought the dog back upstairs, went back down, and, you know, I saw people coming outside. So I went to go get a better look. You know, as emergency crews, firefighters and police officers showed up on the scene, they started to move us back from the front of the building. You know, so as they were moving us back, I decided to go around to the north of the building, around another apartment building, and walk along the beach to see if I could see the backside of the building. So from there, I was able to see it. There weren't any firefighters or police officers on or presence in that area. So there was just a handful of onlookers. So I decided to get closer to the building. Myself and one other individual kind of, you know, we got a closer look. We were pretty much just right there in the debris. And we could hear somebody yelling and whatnot. You know, and then I was able to see movement. So I saw, you know, the little boy's hand, you know, sticking up to the rubble as he was yelling, you know, to find him. So myself and the other individual, we began to try and make our way to him. You know, it was a difficult scene. So we did our best to try and get to him. You know, he was just, you know, saying, "Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me."
Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. You think this little boy was by himself? You think he was in the house by himself? You think he bought out of those like $400, well, not 400, $4 million condominium by himself? He was staying there. This boy has family. Where is his family? Where is it? Where is the family? And you guys are sitting there boasting, oh, we rescue. You know, again, brothers, this is a community of those people, brothers. They claim they are the true people, and look at what's happening to you people. Where is your God? It's a H community, brothers. All right, so let us, we're done with this. Let's get rid of things that we are done with. Oh boy. done with that. Let's see. Okay, we're done with this also. Save. All right. So yeah, let us move to a next video and then see what's going on.
Now, CBS 4's Ted Scout. And Ted, we're hearing there's a possible fire near this building right now. What's the latest where you are?
Yeah, you're seeing live pictures right now of that fire at the building here. This is at 88th and Collins. It's hard to see through the smoke back there, but there's actually a couple fire trucks. One of them putting water onto the building. Looks like aiming kind of at the second, maybe third floor. This is the north end of the building where those balconies are that has the concrete hanging from it. Suddenly, about maybe 5-6 minutes ago, a bunch of fire trucks went over to that area. Smoke started pouring out. You can smell the smoke. It's pretty thick, and they're they're hosing it down. They're trying to douse the flames over there. Not exactly sure what is on fire, but we can smell the smoke. We know there is some sort of fire over there. Just not quite sure what it's all about.
Now, all right. Now, beloved, we jump into plague number 2. Fiery conflagration of the cities. Now, right after this happened, brothers, this is when you look at this, brothers, it's pretty much, you got plague number 1, sorrow. A lot of people are crying because they lost people. Number 10, they heard thunder voices and then some kind of earthquake. The building collapsed, okay? And then number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. Okay, all those things, beloved, you know, they're just happening. All right.
This gives you another idea of some of the difficulties that rescuers are having in this structure here. There's a lot of hazards that they're facing. Right now, the fire. Before that, you have all the debris, stuff that was falling, and just the difficulty of trying to get into that whole pile, the heap that is from where the building collapsed. So right now, as we said, fighting that fire. Not quite sure what caused it, but they're out there with several fire trucks putting water on it.
Ted, now it's really hard to see anything from your vantage point, but I remember earlier you were showing the stress marks on that building, the portions of it that were still standing. So it seems, just as crews had warned, that this is still a very unsafe structure at this time. We see that gentleman, that firefighter, running to his unit to get some of the equipment he needs to continue to fight this fire right now. As far as people who are gathering there now, is anyone being pushed back? Because
now, brethren, you're seeing that the Most High, actually, he collapsed the building. Whoever, supposedly was the survivor, burned to death.
this seems like a pretty dangerous situation right now.
Well, Lauren, this is why they've been keeping people away from very close to the building. There were no emergency vehicles even in front of the building, just to keep it back a bit. Where we are, we're a block away. We have not been moved, but that fire equipment is still moving. I'm not sure if you can see it through the smoke. I see the ladder turning around. I'm not sure if they're trying to stow it or if they're going to be doing something more with a hose and that. But right behind.
And okay, so as you can see, beloved, all right, give me a second. You can take the box. I'm just going to take those two.
So you really gonna eat that right now?
Yes, baby. I am hungry. That's what I'm going to eat this. Go ahead. Now, as you can see here, brethren, there's a fire in the midst of that. You think that's where it stopped? Watch this.
Approaching the rescue effort right now. They are going in from underground to find anyone still under all of that debris. And our Janine Stanwood is following that angle to the story. She's joining us live now with much more on that. Janine.
And it is such a delicate operation. Christian mentioned that Senator Marco Rubio is where he is now. He was where we are just a short time ago. And he and Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz talked about the skill and the passion of these first responders who are working into the night. In water, under collapsed concrete, Miami-Dade's technical response team accessing the rubble from the parking garage.
Every firefighter, is carrying that burden on their shoulders. They're trying to find these individuals, and as they continue with, making these breaches, making these tunnels, we're trying to locate these victims.
It started in the dark and in the rain. Watch as first responders pull this boy from the rubble, one with his arms tightly around him, hoisting him to the safety of a stretcher.
They are making those guys look like superheroes, man. They are making those people look like they are God. Like, look at how this dude carrying. Don't look at the failure. Don't make any connection between this and what happened over there in Ishland and Ishmael land when we were, you know, giving Ish the military capability to bomb them, and they were throwing snowball at Ishmael, and their building collapsed, brothers. Remember that? Now watch this.
Others were plucked from balconies high in the air.
We have the weather to contend with, and we also have the dangers of the building that is still standing, but is obviously in not good shape. So we have engineers on scene monitoring the stability of that building.
More than 80 units from Miami-Dade Fire Rescue and more than a half dozen other departments around South Florida called to run toward danger. It's what they do best.
They are.
Wow. 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 It's what they do best, running toward danger. Beloved, you see what the Messiah did here? He had the building collapse, 1. He had the building set on fire, 2. And everybody that was under the rubble that had a little chance of survive, he flooded it. Rainy night, lack of stability. Is that what that is? Lack of stability. Challenge heroes at building collapse site and surf side. Those are not firefighters, man. They are heroes saving people. Wow, man. That is when you know those people are failing miserably. Those are heroes saving people. They are heroes and stuff, you know, and things like that. Oh, really? All right, let's check this. Let me see. All right, let's see. Okay. Hamas building collapse. Oh, no, he's gonna bring me the yeah, well. Boy. Israeli airstrike Hamas building. There you go. Remember that scene? Remember this scene? Okay. May 13th. A month ago. See this? Remember that? Again, I'm not on either side, brethren. Not on either side. Okay? So, when those people did this, brethren, okay? All right? And let me see. Okay, remember that scene? This is very reminiscent. Okay, those people were in the rubble. At least 83 of them didn't make it. Okay? The children. The rebels. Okay? That's what happened. And then now the favor returned. Not on their behalf, though. Not on their behalf, okay? Watch this.
Back to South Florida now, and the partial collapse.
Watch this. This thing collapsed. Now, beloved, I already know Dabu 7 and all the other scumbag. They already come up with their own theory. I already seen this. Let me let me pick up the video. Give me a second. All right, so this is a bigger resolution and stuff. Now, watch this video, okay? Oh, man, I can't play this in slow motion, can I? Nah, I can't. Okay, so now they are seeing, you see, 2 lights are on here, lights are on there, lights are on here. That means there are people in there, okay? The building was full. The whole building was full. There are people living in there and those things and those stuff. They are sleeping. This is one side that we see. There is another side, okay? Now watch this, okay? This light's still on. You see those lights? Okay, they all fell. Okay, that's electricity. That's nothing detonated. That's electricity. That's the Heavenly Father switching the ley line. Okay, as you can see, the water, okay, the water in this pool does not move at all. The water in the pool doesn't move. No, if it was a real quake, we know it was a spiritual quake. 1/3 of the building stand, 2/3 is destroyed. Okay. You mean to tell me, by chance, everybody, look at this. When you watch this in reverse, look at this. When you watch this in reverse, okay, gonna stop right there. You mean to tell me everybody was on this side only? All the survivors was on that side, and this side was completely empty. Is that what that is? Okay. There you go. All praises to the Most High, man. Okay. See all those lights that were on in the building? Most people were asleep. And then this thing happened. We give the Most High praises and glory. All praises, all praises. All praises to the Most High. All right then. Okay. All right then. All right. Okay. So after the whole thing collapsed, it caught on fire. And then the Most High make it rain. The whole thing flooded. Takes the next
With the local
video.
10's Andrew Perez. Andrew.
Well, I want to go ahead and tell you right off the bat that this is still a search and rescue mission. This is not a search and recovery effort just yet. As a matter of fact, I want to step out of the way so you can see right down there where everything is going on out here. Crews still...
Listen to what this man said, okay? Listen. At this point, listen.
Well, I want to go ahead and tell you right off the bat that this is still a search and rescue mission. This is not a search and recovery effort just yet. As a matter of fact,
Search and rescue, not a search and recovery. All right, let me see what he tried to make about this. What's the difference between search and rescue and search and recovery?
Here's a summary from National Association of Less Than B Greater Than Rescue Less Than B Greater Than Divers. In rescue mode, the team puts an all-out effort to find the missing person. Recovery is when the team concludes the missing person is dead, thus risk to personnel in an all-out effort is unwarranted.
Okay, let's listen to what this is, because I'm trying to figure out what he meant here, okay? When rescue mode, that means they are trying to save life. Is that what that is? Okay, let me see. Let me hear what he said again.
With the local 10's Andrew Perez. Andrew.
well, I want to go ahead and tell you right off the bat that this is still a search and rescue mission. This
Okay, it's still a search and rescue, okay?
is not a search and recovery effort just yet. As a matter of fact,
It's not yet. So they are still search and rescue. So they are not recovering dead bodies. They are presumed people are still living. So a recovery is when the team concludes the missing person is dead, thus risk to personal and an all-out effort is unwanted. Okay, so they are still having hope that they are still rescuing people. So they are not all dead. All right, so that's what that means. Sometimes they are very sneaky with their words. So you gotta Google it and see what they try to mean, what they try to say here.
I want to step out of the way so you can see right down there where everything is going on out here. Crews still searching through the rubble. We've got fire crews from all across South Florida.
Yep.
FEMA is on site. Police and
FEMA is on site. Wow. I thought FEMA was supposed to be in the camp taking the children of the Most High under Jacob's trouble. FEMA was supposed to be in the hood, keeping us in, gassing us, put the chip on us and asking us, who are you going to serve? YAHAWAH or Cesar Boja? Are you going to take the mark of the beast and all that? Yet you guys are here in the Haitian community try to rescue them under the heavy burden and rubble, the holy concrete that the Most High put on them. Yes, the Most High flipped the script on you. We were supposed to be in FEMA camp. We were supposed to be in FEMA hotels and things being, interrogated and stuff, because that's what the camp said. You know? Get out of here with your Jacob's trouble, man. You know, the Most High is like, hey, man, hey, what's going on here? Like, if I don't destroy your building, man, somebody else gonna destroy it. Okay, what do you want from me? What do you want? Is that I'm gonna have to destroy your building stuff? I mean, I don't know anything about this. I didn't do it. Why are you asking me things? I didn't destroy your building. You know, if I didn't collapse your building with the ley line, the earthquake would have done that. So since I'm here, I will go ahead and collapse it for you. I didn't do anything. That's what the Most High said to them.
Engineers of all kinds, canines, the list just goes on and on. So many families holding a collective breath right now, waiting for word. Well into the night, crews work without stopping. They hear noises beneath the rubble and know every second counts.
All operations are occurring underneath the rubble. They continue to making cuts, breaches, and placing sonar devices, search cams to locate victims.
Now, I want you to take a good look at this image right here. Oh, I want to make sure I got this right. Okay, let me see.
They continue to.
Okay. I want you to look at this image right here. When those people are doing their search and rescue, saving people, they'll put all their faces there. All their faces are right there. Oh, we are here. Those are the heroes. It's the pride. Look at this dude's face. Pride. Look over there. Once they start getting all the dead bodies and then try to tell the people this is how many people that died, and they will put a Negro there. You will see a Negro. So sorry for your loss, master. We could not do anything to save y'all. And then all this thing happened, and then y'all in the heaven with Jesus Christ now. But we so sorry, master. That's what they will do. Mark my words.
Making cuts, breaches, and placing sonar devices, search cams to locate victims.
Sirens heard throughout Surfside. Rescue rushing to the Champlain Tower south after the eastern third of the building collapsed early Thursday morning. Surveillance cameras rolling as that mountain of metal and concrete fell. It pancaked. This is a 12-story building with 134 units.
Okay, some places say 130. Probably this is the most accurate. 134, a new beginning. And beloved, the reason why I stopped this video, I want to tell you that the revolution will be televised. The glory of the Most High will be seen around the world. Or the revolution will not be televised. Yours was not televised. It was recorded in the books and stuff like that, which you guys, kind of like swagger jack and avoid and evade and lie and altered and all that stuff. But the revolution of the Most High will be televised, and he is being televised. We see this. This is not something people are describing to us. We see this. We witness this, as we are YAHAWAH witness here. We witness that. We know the Father did this. It will be televised. All of it.
Half of them now gone. Families and loved ones asleep inside.
We could hear somebody screaming and yelling and making noise.
As fire rescue moved in, passerbys rushed to help residents too. Nicholas Balboa approached the rubble and found a young boy underneath. His mother nowhere to be found.
He was sticking his hand up through the rubble.
That's all those guys good for. They will show you one footage over and over and over again. Like, yo, we so good at this. We saved this young boy. Don't you know what that mean, man? That guy saved and stuff. Conspiracy theorists already online say that guy has no scratch on him. It's all stages. All praises to the Most High. It's all stage. You know, the Hitch tried to take over the world. They tried to start whatever, man.
Rubble. He was just saying, please don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. And so, I told him, we're right here. We won't leave you. That's when I tried to signal a police officer and fighters to get over there.
99 people unaccounted for by noon. This haunting image of bunk beds still in the building. Families releasing photo after photo, fearing the worst and waiting for word.
I can tell you that there. You see those pictures? Now you see the sister in the background. She haven't talked yet. Wait until thing is all messed up in their hand. They'll say, hey, sister, can you go over there and give the news? I'm kind of tired with all the good news. Okay? All right, look at the people's faces, man. Look at the people's faces, man.
Photo after
Magali Delgado.
Photo, fearing.
Nicole Linksfeld and Louis Sadovnik. Okay.
The worst and waiting for
Linda March. Okay. All right.
word.
I can tell you that they're in there. They have the dogs, they have the equipment coming, and they're going to work through the night.
It's not necessarily going to be immediate in terms of what ended up happening, but I know that they are going to have engineers looking at this to try to identify what happened and what was the problematic.
That's not my problem here. I really don't want to know how this happened. I want to know how many of you did not make it. That's what I want to know. I already know the Heavenly Father is the one that did this. I don't care. Oh well, it was some faulty thing, because they're gonna come up with something, brethren. They're gonna come up with something. The public was like, okay, well, that was a natural cause. Let's party, enjoy the blessing in the land, whatever, man.
Occurrence.
So back out here live, keep in mind this all happened at around 1:30 this morning, so it's been a while now. Here's what we know about the building itself, though. There was work being done as part of the building's mandatory 40-year recertification, but it was mostly renovations to the roof. This was a building that was built in 1981 with 12 stories, a concrete restoration project. We know it was also in the works, but it hadn't actually started, and that's according to a rep for the owner. Still so many questions, but as you heard the governor say there just a short time ago, that is the last thing that we're focused on, at least right now at this point. Right now, we are searching for survivors. Crews are out there and expected to be out there well through the night into tomorrow.
Just so we can set the scene a moment. So we've been covering this, as you mentioned, since 4 o'clock in the morning. So it happened overnight. It was dark. We took our viewers well into the morning, into the daytime. It is now dark again. So we heard Miami-Dade Fire Rescue earlier saying that they were going to bring out a lot of lights and that this process was going to be a little bit different and a lot slower. So can you just, from where you are, I'm assuming you're seeing all of the equipment they brought in to make this as easy as possible for them to be able to see as it gets dark.
And that's the thing. We've seen more and more equipment coming out here. I can hear it more coming in right now. Actually, let's get you right back out there again. You've got cranes coming out here. You've got several semis with more equipment to start picking up some of the bigger pieces. The other challenge, if you remember when we started our coverage this morning, was the weather. I mean, it was pouring on and off pretty much throughout the morning into the afternoon.
Okay, so the weather was like one of the biggest stuff. So so whoever is under those rubble, so the Most High flood them, and there's nothing they can do. There's nothing even recording. Yes, it is. There's nothing they can do. They are gone. All right.
Now to our Roy Ramos, who has much more reporting for us from Surfside.
At least 99 people unaccounted for, and you can only imagine what the family members of those loved ones are going through as search efforts continue. Take a look right here behind me. You can still see that rubble off in the distance as Miami-Dade rescue crews continue to sift through all of that rubble. Those families going through a difficult time, but we are also hearing from residents who live just a few feet away from this area. They heard this collapse early this morning. In fact, I just spoke with a retired New York firefighter who responded to the Twin Towers on 9/11.
There he goes again with that hero garbage. Oh, we have veteran here. It's like 11 years ago, right? I mean, this guy's still here. He was 10 years ago. Yeah, right? That was 10 years ago. This guy was stuff. He's here. Don't worry, he's going to rescue. We don't care about this. 99 people are unaccounted for. Where are they? Out of all that 99, give me one of them. Give me one. All right.
Looked at all of that destruction and could only remember losing his friends. A catastrophe collapse in Surfside as surveillance video captured a portion of the 12-story Champlain South Tower fall to pieces just after 1 this morning. First responders from multiple agencies responding to pull dozens of people from the debris, even knowing the possibility the rest of the building could come crashing down at any moment.
We were told that the building could fall down, and search and rescue still went into the building, which was pretty awesome. I mean, those guys went in there and they pulled out a couple people.
The aftermath. Homes that are part of the 134-unit building exposed as urban search and rescue crews and K-9 units with Miami-Dade Fire searched for 99 people who were unaccounted for.
We got all the people that came out of that building relocated into other hotels. We got all the people in the adjacent building relocated, so that's great. So now we can focus 100% on trying to bring out people alive from the rubble.
Family members now waiting for crews to find their missing.
Okay, excuse me. This is sorrow right there. Let me see if I can, well, okay. I was trying to get a picture and put this as a thumbnail. Okay. All right, then we'll put this as a thumbnail. All right, if if any. All right, okay. Beloved, this is plague number 1, sorrow, beloved. Okay, this is a lot of sorrow going on right here. All right, a lot of sorrow here, because they know for a fact that people is under this thing, and there's a very slim chance for things to happen. Okay. Let's keep on moving.
Missing loved ones, but it's residents like Iram Rosas, a retired New York firefighter who looks at the destruction and can't help but feel what the families must be going through.
In 9/11, I lost lots of friends, and I just saw a fire truck with their names on it.
Sorrow, more sorrow.
When you see that rubble, what do you think about the families that are now searching for their missing loved ones?
It's a horrible thing, man.
Beloved, give the most, man, this man, yo, give the Messiah a hand, beloved. Give the Messiah a hand. The Messiah is grand. The Messiah is big. The Messiah is good. The Messiah is grand. And the Messiah is big. The Messiah is good. The Messiah is grand. The Messiah is good. The Messiah is grand. Beloved, you cannot make this up. I'm going to give the viewers. Is that thing even recording right now? Yes, it is. Beloved, as this man is speaking, describing 9/11, he has a hat, a little cap that says 9/11, September 9/11, and the Mosai have this truck passing there with 9/11 in there. All praises to the Mosai. Zaza! This is the Mosai passing. I say Zaza! You just look at the majesty. Look at the majesty of this, brethren. Okay, look at this. Look at the majesty.
What do you think about the families that are now searching for their missing loved ones?
It's a horrible thing, man.
Horrible thing, man. 9/11. Brothers, you cannot make this up. How are you making this up, beloved? Brethren, how can you make this up? This man, he's there reminiscing one thing that the Most High did to them. And then while he's reminiscing, brothers and sisters, this truck slowly passing by and says, Zaza! His eminence just pull up in there. You got to be kidding me, man. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises. Okay, let's listen to this man again, man. Listen to this man, brethren.
Like Iram Rosas, a retired New York firefighter who looks at the destruction and can't help but feel what the families must be going through.
In 9/11, I lost lots of friends.
In 9/11, he lost a lot of friends. He's talking about 9/11. He has a hat says 9/11, brethren.
And I just saw a fire truck with their names on it.
And then the Most High bring the sorrow upon him. Brothers, let's play this at the slowest speed possible. Oh man, the Most High is great. And then you see His Eminence. His Eminence with all those brothers, you got to give the we are serving a great God, brethren. His Eminence just pull up here. 532, step number 10. He pull off. Pull up. Look at this Eminence right there. How are you making this up? The Most High is grand. The Most High is big. When He does something, brothers, he did it and with authority. It's like, yo, I did this. Okay, you got the 532 right there. If you added step number 10, again, the number 10. And then the 911 on the truck. The 911 in his hat. And he's talking about 911. And His Eminence just slowly but surely passing there. How are you making this up? You can't make that up. With conspiracy theories, and they're all gonna come out there and then say like, oh, hey, that was like stage. It was stage. Okay, now you understand all the stuff that happened. That was the Most High. Okay. Okay.
When you see that rubble,
all right,
what do you think about the families that are now searching
Slowly
for their
but
missing loved
surely.
ones?
It's a horrible thing, man. Horrible.
While Rosas counts his blessings.
See, the dude says it's a horrible thing because in the name of the Father is horrible. It's truly.
Every day, he and local leaders are hopeful they will find survivors as they continue to sift through this rubble.
I wake up in the morning, I thank God every day. Then I woke up. You just can't understand. You lose everything.
And as we come back out to that rubble, at least 3 people have died as a result of this collapse. Well, the focus now lies in finding those survivors right now. When I spoke with the mayor of Surfside, he says at some point that focus will shift to finding out exactly what caused this building.
We don't care. So anyway, brethren, let me see. Let's go to the next. See what the Most High. Let me see if anybody caught that in the comment. Let me see. Breathe the dust. It could have asbestos. This was an explosion. Yeah, all the experts are here. Yeah, anyway, so they didn't catch that. Okay, they didn't catch it. All right, let's go ahead and then check.
So yes, we'll be working throughout the night, continue our search and rescue efforts, and then we also will continue throughout the day. So we'll continue through our operational periods of 12 hours and rotating personnel throughout.
So it's still search and rescue. It's not search and recovery. Okay, search and rescue. They still have hope. People are still alive. So after a while, they're going to say, hey, this is search and recovery. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they already put a Negro, confused Negro in the background right there.
Yeah, well, obviously at night more difficult. We do have adequate lighting, and we just methodically. It's a slow process, slow search. It's definitely a lot of hazards, so we have to be extra cautious as well.
How do you fight against your guys getting disappointed, going for this long, being discouraged, going this long, having not found anything?
It's difficult, but it's hope. The opportunity of.
Heard what that guy say, well, how you guys feel? You guys are losing hope and stuff. You've been searching for all those hours, and there's hish. You guys ain't finding nothing. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Of why we're here and the chance. So we heads up and we keep going.
All right. Now, let me see if I have another video about this. Okay, all right, I got this one.
We have seen a lot of sirens coming down Collins Avenue. What you're about to see is heavy equipment that they're trying to bring through the site, presumably. You know, this Collins and 93rd has been really a gridlock because of traffic. A lot of people trying to get in and out, but you can see it for yourself live. What looks to be like an excavator headed southbound, likely to the site where this happened, and now it's being taken.
Sorry. Okay. Let me get this. This excavator, all right, has the word alpha in it. Okay, which means the beginning. Okay, and omega mean the end. And that stuff, there's this number 336. You know, I don't know if you can add this number together. What you're going to find? You do your thing. The beginning of the most I said, this is the beginning of the end right there. The alpha. You know,
being taken there. This is a second piece of equipment, so now we've got two heading down to that site. Obviously something that we will likely see in the coming days being used at the site. Nicole, Calvin?
You're at 93rd, so that's probably, what, about 6 blocks away from you, where they're headed at 87th, 8777. You've also seen, even with all of the equipment that's coming in, before all of this tonight, you also saw a lot of volunteers and the outpouring of support from the community as well. So encouraging to see. Hatzel.
Oh my goodness, Calvin. Obviously American Red Cross is here.
Yeah. You people are very good at sucking your own stuff, man. Let's go ahead to the next video.
Let's check in now with Christina Vasquez. Christina, we know you've been looking into the property and the recertification process for this building that all buildings have to go through when they are 40 years old or older.
You have that exactly right. It's really a customary process here in Miami-Dade County that when a certain building of a certain scale reaches 40 years or older, it goes through something called a recertification process. And what essentially that means is that you have engineers or architects doing inspections, electrical and structural inspections. So that is what was happening already at this property. In fact, from what we understand from the attorney working at the law firm that represents the condo association, that this has been going on for weeks or months. Engineers in there taking a good look at all this. They put together an entire survey. Again, remember, this includes structural, and that included a scope of work. And from what we understand, while there was some work already being performed on the roof, there were some areas flagged for repairs. This included concrete repair and wall repair, but none of that had started yet, he said, when the events of this morning unfolded.
Very few words that could give anybody consolation.
Remember this dude? Is this a familiar face that you're seeing here? And you people claim you're the chosen. I mean, now lately, beloved, you've been seeing the faces of those people all over the news now. MS, Snowball, Popcorn, Collapse, those people are here. Ages ago, well, not even ages, but back in 2019, you would never see this guy facing anything. They were just enjoying the blessing. Now it's the beginning of the sorrow. Like the Most High put in this excavator. This is the alpha. This is the beginning of your trouble right now. Now we see the faces all over now. All praises to the Most High.
Because you're dealing with an unimaginable, horrific tragedy.
Rabbi Shalom Lipskar and his daughter Devorah.
Listen to this guy's name. Listen to that guy's name, brothers. Rabbi what? Listen.
Very few words that could give anybody consolation because you're dealing with an unimaginable, horrific tragedy.
Rabbi Shalom Lipskar and his daughter Devorah say several members of their synagogue.
Rabbi Shalom. Rabbi Shalom. That's the name of that guy. And again, you know, most always put number. The first two number here is 12 and 93. 9 plus 3 equals 12. It's all over, but those people cannot see it. Rabbi Shalom. Anyway, let's move in, Bridget.
The shoal and Surfside remain unaccounted for.
God does what he does. We don't understand it.
Okay, all praises to the Most High. That's what we want to hear. YAHAWAH does what he does. You don't question the heavenly. You do not question his eminence. His Majesty does whatever he does, and then give me that soul right there. Yes, good, good.
The community is reeling from what
That's
happened.
Surfside Town Commissioner Eliana Saltzhauer.
The important thing is that infrastructure. We need to take a look at the bones of our buildings.
Tells us the
No, that's not what you need to take. You need to get the hell off of our land, leave everything behind. You would not even leave with the clothes on your back. You guys will leave here out of our land butt naked.
building that partially collapsed this morning had started the 40-year recertification process. That's when engineers perform checks like structural inspections on buildings over 40 years old.
I'm told that it was proceeding fine, and they were redoing the roof, and that the building inspector had been out there very recently. I was told that it was even yesterday.
Were there any other repairs that had already been flagged as part of that recertification process when it comes to the structural integrity of the building?
Some of them involved concrete repair, some of them involved some wall repair. What had not yet happened, what was in its infancy, was the actual construction, which had not started, with the sole exception being that they had already begun on the roof.
Ken Director is an attorney with the firm that represents the Chaplin Towers South Condominium Association.
I've never seen anything like this, which is why I don't think we're anywhere near a point where we can develop an understanding of what caused this or find any correlation between the 40-year certification and what happened to this building.
Yeah, nah, you shouldn't. 40 years and all that stuff and all these things. What's going on? Let's take another video. There's one video that I like. Okay, you know what? Let me go get it, brothers. I will make it the final video for this section. Then we will move and close with things. All right. This is the interview that I really like. Let's watch this one.
Rise as the search and rescue effort continues at the building just behind us here. The collapse on the other side. I want to bring in Barry Cohen.
Another Cohen, another priest, Barry Priest. Look at this shirt. Look at the symbol on his shirt. Look at that little stuff on his head. You know, they call it a yarmulke. Is that what that is? Show me a picture of a yarmulke. Really? All right. I asked this thing to show me a picture of a yarmulke. Why didn't he show it to me? Show me a picture of a yarmulke. Really? All right. Well, he got that little yarmulke in there in his head. Okay. All right. Oops. Got that yarmulke in his head, and then the Star of David in his chest. All right. We know he's Heish. Listen to what this guy is saying.
You can see the collapse from your apartment, and you were able to get out just in time.
That's correct.
How did you know to get out?
Well, we opened up the door. Well, first we heard a crash of lightning. I thought it was lightning.
A crash of lightning, thunder, voices.
And it went on for 30 seconds, I'd say at least. And it was as loud as you could ever, the loudest thing I've ever heard.
A boom.
Now I know what a building collapsing sounds like. And we went out on our balcony, and Surfside police were already there. And we said, what should we do? And they said, go back inside.
That's a smart move, all right.
Don't know what's going on. And then we went out of our apartment to try to get out of the building. And we opened up the door to our apartment, and there used to be a 100-yard lobby, hallway, and it was rubble.
Gone.
Gone.
I know that your heart is with all of the people who may have been crushed, is the fear in there. Yes. But you keep smiling. When you came to us earlier, you just keep saying, I'm so happy to be alive.
This guy is smiling. I'm so happy to be alive. And then they ask him, like, are you grateful? All that. This is his answer.
I'm always smiling.
I'm always
and happy. I'm always happy to be alive. I've had a great life where I've had challenges that I've overcome them many, many times.
Yeah.
And
I'm so happy for myself.
That's how I approach everything.
We're being happy.
We're happy that you're alive as well.
And we're all happy. And this guy's smiling and stuff. How could you do this, man? Yo, a bunch of people died. They are your people. And all you, I'm happy. That's the most I just showed their spirit here. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy I saved my own ass. Brethren, this is how selfish those people are. I'm happy. I'm happy. Did you say amen? Hey, I'm happy the most I saved me, but unfortunately, this is the face that I put to hide my sadness for the people that didn't survive. They are all people. We are a strong community, la-di-la-da, and all that. But beloved, you see how grand the Most High is. I believe we're done with this part. We'll take a couple stuff like this thing, and then we'll close down. All right? Let's take this one right here.
And we begin with one man who has died after allegedly getting into a shootout with his mother. Chopper 4 overhead earlier near Northwest Expressway in Rockwell. This is at the Bennett Ridge Apartments. Both the man and his mother shot multiple times while in what we're told was a common courtyard area of the complex.
Both were rushed to the hospital, but the woman's son has since passed away. And right now, it is not yet clear how his mother is doing or what led up to that shootout in the first place.
Breaking news overnight, a luxury...
Son versus mother, mothers versus son, daughters versus... the whole thing is like all crazy, man. This man got killed by the woman that gave him birth, by the woman that bring him through the portal in this world and take him out. All praises to all praises.
Arrest after the son of a former Florida state senator, Daphne Campbell, was gunned down in northwest Miami-Dade.
And U.S. Marshals catching up to the suspect in a different county. Local 10's Eden Shekel is in the newsroom with new details about the shooting.
Louis and Nicole, marshals finding the 24-year-old woman 250 miles away in Port Orange near Daytona Beach yesterday. That's about 3 weeks after the fatal shooting happened. LaCoria Washington is accused of shooting the former senator's son after entering another woman's apartment at the Monte Carlo condominiums. And we told you about the shooting death of Jason Campbell earlier this month on June 1st. Investigators say the woman who lives at the apartment opened her door for Washington, who is accused of entering with a gun. The resident ran off to hide and heard a gunshot shortly after. She then found the 23-year-old shot outside. Firefighters arrived and pronounced Campbell dead at the scene. Washington will be brought back to Miami-Dade County to face charges.
Remember that thing, brothers? They find this young gentleman, Mr. I forgot his name. They find the brother dead, 3 weeks ago, and he's the son of one of the senators. Now, it's one thing that we are witnessing, one thing that we are seeing, that the Most High is destroying the children of the people that they put on top of us, the one that helped them forcing the laws onto us. And I don't know what happened here, brothers. It seems this gentleman, he went to see a girl, and this girl probably was having some type of thing with this woman right there. Where is it? Miss Washington. Okay, so, and then in the process, she found him inside of the woman's house, and she shot him. She shot and killed him. Because I don't know. That's me doing things, but hopefully that's not what happened. All praises.
Breaking news from LAX, where a pursuit on the runway has come to an end. CBS 2's Desmond Shaw is live in Sky 2. Des.
Pat, this is a really crazy one. This is affecting both 25 left and right at LAX. Those runways are still shut down. Huge ripple effect here after a vehicle actually breached the airport facilities and got onto the runway. They think that it happened here at Atlantic Aviation and actually came back and ended here. So it was a very brief pursuit, but LAX PD is actually going to have to get the FBI involved in this to investigate this. But a lot of backed up planes, and this could have a ripple effect that could take hours to recover as far as flight times. Live in Sky 2 overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Pat, back to you in the studio.
Hey.
All right. Leyline on making those people crazy, man.
Found when this man says shots flew through his car window and hit him in the face around 11:15. 911 callers reported seeing the 25-year-old man then running on the highway, desperate for help. That's when a Good Samaritan in a Ford Explorer drove him a short distance, and the victim then ran into Bellevue to get help from doctors. The wild incident comes.
So that guy got shot in the mouth while he's sitting on his car. All praises to the Most High. New York, New York.
Out of control. If there was a building close,
It could have caught fire right there.
Donna Littlemoon and her
What
friend
is
Calvin Goodwin have been living on the Parkway for the last few months, where fires have been flaring up more often, sometimes due to outdoor cooking.
In other words, the sparks or the embers from that fire is going to fly out, and you can't control that.
Bottom line is we respond to whoever's having the emergency.
Sacramento Fire Department says it's seen an increase in fires on the Parkway in recent weeks, but cannot always pinpoint the cause.
Yeah, that's because you should not, you cannot. All right. Frequent fires near encampments on the American River Parkway raised alarms. So, could it be raises alarm? But anyway, so yeah, that's what happened, man. They are seeing the fire starting way too often, and then they're getting panicking. They're panicking.
This problem overnight. I mean, this has been building for decades.
Dr. James Sullivan is on the state's blue-green algae task force meeting tomorrow in West Palm Beach. One topic, he says, will be the recent contamination of West Palm Beach's drinking water by toxic blue-green algae, which has since tested at safe levels.
Anyway, so they got some algae problem going on, that killing fishes, a bunch of things, Bridget.
We begin with one of the most bizarre home invasions we've ever covered because the intruder was, well, uncovered, as in totally naked. Turns out the homeowner was inside and jumped off his balcony to get away from the naked stranger. Jim Murray has more.
Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you what happened. This guy, he just walk around, okay? He get into a house, okay? One of those rich people house, okay? He got in there, and then the husband was asleep upstairs, and he tell him, say, what are you doing?
The break-in happened in Bella.
Say, this is my house, okay? And then the guy in his own house, he chased the owner.
That's
okay, he went to the birds. Look what he did to the birds.
Cheerful chirping by the family's pet parakeets, Pasha and Pauline. The intruder, who's now wrapped in a towel, at first seems enamored. Then the unthinkable. He yanks one parakeet out of the cage and violently slams it on the ground. Then he does the same thing to the other bird. Matt and Monica Sabs.
Okay, he slammed them in the ground and stomped on them. Those are all the rich people, okay? So, and then, yeah, they can't live in peace, brothers. Those crimes are happening in their neighborhood and their houses, you know, and then the woman is telling him to get out, and then he talked to the woman to this thing, and then the husband came in. That's why we told our people, I know, brothers, I'm just saying, I mean, get a sword in there, at least, man. Something like that happen, you do not run away from your house, man. You defend your house, you defend your honor, you defend the holy places that the Most High live in, man.
For his
Look
safety,
at this guy.
she calls him.
As I'm talking to her, all of a sudden, boom, I just see this guy looking at me right in the eye.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is my house.
Okay, this is my house. What are you doing here? This guy just came in and claimed the house. Hey, this is my house. Hey, man, I don't know, man. This is my house. If I don't steal this house from you, man, somebody else I might as well kill your birds, go over there and take your house and do stuff to your wife. This is my house. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. Don't tell me. This is my house. Like, you know, this is my house. What are you doing here? Okay.
What are you doing here? I'm gonna call the police right now.
Okay, that guy is
the audacity. He's threatening to call the police. The startled
brothers, if this is what some guy that I know, the first step this guy take, that would be his first step close to hell. That would be the first step that he take towards this guy that I know. That would be a down payment to his coffin right there. And
homeowner jumps off the master bedroom balcony onto the hood of his car.
And you can see those are like $40,000-$50,000 car, you know, and those are the rich people.
Police.
I jumped on the car.
Okay, he did the right thing, brothers. He didn't have any weapon, you know. He feared for his life. He flee. That's the right thing to do. But I know a guy, man. That would have been a different story, man. Okay, all praises to the Most High. Just show you the wicked will have no peace. Okay, he's sending demons in their houses. He's sending people, you know, spirits in the houses. Remove them from the house so we can have this house, damn it. All praises.
Right now at 11, a party in the East Bay turns tragic when someone starts shooting. At least 3 people are dead, another 5 hurt. Good morning. Thanks for joining us for our midday newscast. I'm Marcus Washington.
And I'm Sierra Johnson. We brought you live breaking coverage on the shooting all morning long on Today in the Bay. NBC Bay Area's Bob Riddell joins us live from outside of the Richmond Police Headquarters. And Bob, do police have any leads yet?
Sierra, Marcus, if they do, they aren't saying. Police say they are interviewing witnesses. They're going to check to see if surveillance cameras might have captured this shooting. Police say they pretty much have every investigator on this because it's such an immense crime. Again, 3 people shot and killed last night. Police say it appears there was more than one shooter. They walked up on the scene. There was no exchange of words. They just started firing whoever these people were, and then they took off in a car. This happened around 11 last night at a house party. This is on the 2100 block of Dunn Avenue here in Richmond. Police say it was a Guatemalan religious celebration that had...
Okay, a Guatemalan religion. So that's a MS. They don't want to say it's a MS, but it's a MS, man. You know, like over 8 people got involved, a bunch of shooting. What's a MS?
Been advertised on Facebook. Around 80 to 100 people showed up. They attended, most of whom didn't even know each other. Again, they heard about this on Facebook. The 8 people who were shot were all men between the ages of 18 and 44. 2 died at the scene, the 3rd at a hospital. A 4th person is in critical condition. The other 4 treated and released. Again, police don't believe the suspect, or suspects, I should say, were part of the celebration, that they came from somewhere else.
So what they are saying here, there was a religious celebration, and you know the Most High is against those things. So they put it on Facebook, and I see my people do this all the time. That's why they had that, excuse me, that popcorn MS over there in New York. Somebody put it on social media and Instagram, and a bunch of demons showed up. I'm not quite sure if they do this in whatever state that you are, in whatever country that you are. But where I'm at right now in Florida, there is a very, well, it's not a trend. It's something that is very common over there down here. What they do, brothers, certain people, especially the 2/3, when they want to have a birthday party, they call it birthday bash. Okay, they will pay 99 James. They will pay all those big radio stations to give the address, to say, oh my girl, happy birthday to my girl Lashondwa Kishwa Bushikwa. This Saturday coming up, she having a birthday bash at this place, that place. The address is this and this and that. Everybody's invited. Let's come over there and stuff. That's what they do. That's what they do. There are some very disturbing scenes, very disturbing video I'm not going to play here. There was an MS that happened in Oakland, California, okay? And then while the ambulance is coming over there trying to save the people, a group of 2/3 get on top of this ambulance and they start twerking. Okay? Beloved, those people, we cannot mourn for them. We cannot defend those people. We cannot say, oh, they shoot this brother, they shoot this sister because she was just twerking. That's nothing. That's like, yo, that didn't hurt anybody. Those are the demons. When you do this, brothers, when you're having whatever party, whatever celebration, you put it on Facebook, you open yourself to get a lot of demons coming to your house or wherever you are doing this thing. All they need to know, brothers, listen, let me tell you something. If I have a problem with the 2/3, this is just me speaking, carnally speaking. If I have a problem with the 2/3, and I know he's a massive 2/3, I'm not saying like the 2/3 from the church and stuff. I'm talking about the gang turned up 2/3 crowd. I don't give a lifetime. I'm gonna party 2/3. If I have a major problem with that 2/3, I will stalk that 2/3 on his or her social media. I will never be there and then harassing them, but I will follow them. And I can guarantee you they will post a comment like, yo, I'm going to this party, gang and stuff, and I will follow this person to this party and take care of business there. Whoever get hurt there, that's their business. They shouldn't be there. That's how those people think, brethren. Don't you ever if you're going to have a celebration at the house, brothers, it's private. We are going to have a celebration from the Most High. We invite people here. We don't put it out there. Anybody can come and then come however you like, dance however you want. It doesn't work like this, okay?
Any idea what led up to this?
We don't at this time. All that we do know is that it was isolated and appears to be targeted, and there's no threat to the community at this time.
Of course not, because what happened here, they saw one guy that they need, one guy that they had beef with. He showed up to this party, and then they sprayed the whole party, and then now 3 of them die. All praises to the Most High. I really like this one. This elephant just breaking. This elephant just breaking into the house, and then the Most High is using the animal. The elephant's being in the news lately, man. Look at the elephant blow a hole in the house, man. You got to be kidding, man. Wow, the elephant blew a hole in the house, okay? And then he just ransacking the house. He took whatever he pleased, and then he left. All praises to the Most High, man. Give me a second. Let me get another video. Okay, all right. This video, that's the video that I want to, whoops. I want to get. Watch this.
You can't say nigga.
Hey, you can send me that?
Nah.
Okay, so I have no idea when this happened. And when you see people getting in road rage and the brother stay out of it, you know, he didn't play that superhero trying to save Becky. Hey, yo, why you beating on her? Why you beating on her? Oh, why you beating on him? Why you beating on him? I thought she was a black woman until she got close. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a white woman? Hey, well, then the curse has reversed then. You guys are the Negroes now. Okay? So the brother took his phone, filmed it, and mind his own damn business. You don't get involved. Let those two people, this guy seems to be an Ishmaelite or an Elamite. Or some Spanish fellow. Okay, if he had a gun, that's it for this woman. That's it. All praises to the Most High. That's how people get killed, brethren. Okay, that's how they get killed. All right? All praises, man.
Breaking news tonight. New 911 calls reveal the moments after a shooting sent a Wake County paramedic to the hospital.
Do you know if anyone's been hit? I have no idea. I was in my car leaving the event, and I heard gunshots as I was pulling off. Okay. How many do you think you may have heard? Ma'am, honestly, I know I heard more than 5.
Raleigh police sent us pictures of the suspects believed to be involved in the shooting at Roberts Park. This happened about 6:45 Saturday night at the end of a Juneteenth celebration. The county says an EMS crew was going to help someone who had fallen when they heard that gunfire. A bullet grazed the paramedic. Another hit the ambulance. Stay with CBS 17.
The two turtles, the two turtles all over this place. The two turtles all over this place, man. Fighting, shooting, and all that stuff. Oh, man, crazy stuff, crazy.
Hit and killed by a pickup truck while out walking with her granddaughter.
It's the latest in a disturbing rise in traffic deaths. CBS 2's Allie Bauman live tonight in Whitestone with more. Allie.
Jessica and Maurice, I spoke to the victim's son a short time ago. He was too upset about his mother's death to go on camera, but said thankfully the baby girl is going to be okay. Police say the driver had a suspended license when he hit the woman and baby in this crosswalk. Surveillance video shows 58-year-old Insuk Roll walking with her 19-month-old granddaughter at the crosswalk when a white pickup truck attempts a left turn. We are freezing the video before the impact.
I see the baby and the lady was on the floor. The stroller was like bottles was on the floor. The lady was full of blood, and the kid had bruises. Yeah, it was sad.
This happened just after 10 a.m. Thursday on the Cross Island Service Road at 150th Street. The driver stayed on scene. Video shows him pull over after carrying the victim to the sidewalk and then clear the stroller from the street. This is the second woman hit by a car at this intersection in less than 2 months.
I drive here a lot here, and it is bad.
So they are seeing it, brothers. Okay, they don't know what's going on. They don't know why it's happening, but they don't know anything about the ley line. But this guy, he turned, and the Most High blinding him. He did not see them. He slowly turned. He carefully turned. Then he run this woman over and kill her.
City should either put a speed camera up, speed.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with speed. He didn't speed. He just make a turn. The guy didn't flee. He stopped. Okay, this guy probably they're going to give him a ticket. He probably going to serve a day or two in jail, and they will release him. Okay, his license was suspended. If he get a good lawyer, he won't even go to jail. If he flee, that's even worse. Okay, he did not.
Bump something just to help the safety of the pedestrians.
Citywide, 122 people have been killed in vehicular crashes so far this year. That's up 39% from the same time last year. Danny Harris is the executive director of Transportation Alternatives.
Right now, we're on track to be the deadliest year since Vision Zero was launched. Our numbers have been up 3 years in a row in terms of traffic fatalities.
So yeah, this is coming straight from the horse's mouth. Those are the people that keep the record, they keep the statistics, they keep the data, and they just told you straight up, this thing is not normal and it's only going up, okay?
When we asked the mayor about this, his office referred us to comments from 2 days ago.
People turned back to their cars in this pandemic, and then they started driving recklessly, and that's unacceptable.
No, that's not what that is. It's the ley line doing this to you. All praises to the Most High, man.
It's on edge, and police warning about an uptick in that kind of crime. In this case, 3 armed men robbed the victim and then took off in his car. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Aaron O'Hearn in for Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the search for the criminals responsible and the word of caution coming from investigators.
Action News' Walter Perez live now at East Detectives at Hunting Park. And Walter, you've got the details today.
That's right, Brian and Aaron. We've been doing a lot of stories, as you know, about the escalating violent crime in Philadelphia over the past year, and it turns out you can add carjackings to that list.
This is video released of a carjacking in Philadelphia earlier this month. Investigators from East Detectives say 3 men approached the victim as he was getting out of his car on the 2800 block of Kensington Avenue.
At least one of them had a handgun.
So, a drug deal went wrong. The hell you doing in Kensington Avenue in a Tesla? Is that what that is? Getting out of your car, man. Get out of here, dog.
Following some breaking news from Detroit's West Side, where police have found a baby alive in a home where 2 adults have been shot to death.
Tim Pamplin live on the scene with the very latest. Tim?
Yeah, we're just getting on the scene here. It's very sad. It's, like you say, a house that was discovered with 2 adults shot, bound, gagged, shot, execution style, and a 6-month-old toddler next to the bodies there inside that home there. Crime scene investigators just arriving on the scene again. It's Thatcher and North Lawn. That's McNichols and Wyoming area of northwest Detroit. Homicide detectives now just arriving on the scene along with the crime investigators, but an awful discovery in northwest Detroit this afternoon. There's much more coming up at 6 o'clock. Back to you in the studio.
I'm Macomb County.
Okay, so you see there's a trend also of people being executed inside a house with their children. And a lot of things are happening, okay? A lot of stuff happened. The Most High is taking a lot of people out.
Police tell us the victim was at the JR Crickets on North Avenue with his sister when the shooting took place.
Now, at this point, investigators aren't sure why the man was even shot. Good Day's Mark Teichner has more on this breaking story from Grady Memorial, where the victim is being treated. Mark?
Well, that's right. And at last check, that victim was in stable condition, having been shot in the leg. This all took place about 1 o'clock or so this morning at the JR Crickets located on North Avenue. And what we were told by police is that the victim was sitting there at the bar with his sister. And next thing you know, someone walked in, fired a single shot, and ended up hitting him. After that.
Zaza, that's the Most I say. You cannot enjoy this blessing. These people cannot go nowhere, just enjoy their drink. This man sitting on the bar minding his own business, and somebody coming over there and shot him in the leg. Oh, praises, man.
They were left in complete.
Okay, that's the story that I wanted to bring to the people. I think let me see. I'll close with that. Let me see what that is over there. Okay, that's Fort-Lauderdale. Let's hear what she said.
Well, Christy and Janice, Fort-Lauderdale police were here all morning long. In fact, they just cleared the scene about 5 minutes ago. They did have City Hall here surrounded with caution tape. Again, that scene has broken down following a shooting. Shots were fired in this area. Now, it happened around 12:45 this afternoon. Officers responded to the area here along Andrews Avenue and Broward Boulevard following a
2 miles from me. Oh, that's City Hall, man. Somebody shot at City Hall. All praises. All right, let's close with this, Bridget. How long we are into this thing? Okay, almost 2 hours. Let's close with this. All right, let's watch this. Listen to that.
Well, you only have 3 days now to enjoy Price's Chicken Coop in Charlotte. The restaurant closing for good after nearly 60 years. Fox 46's chief business correspondent Taylor Young joining us live from outside Price's right now. Taylor, emotional day. You know, this is one of those spots that anyone who comes to Charlotte or moves to Charlotte, they say if there's one place you got to eat, it's Price's. And they're no longer going to be able to after this week.
Yeah, that's right, Paige. It's a sad day, and the look on people's faces when we broke the news to them, they were left in complete shock. But now the word is spreading. Just take a look at this line. We've watched it grow longer and longer, now wrapping around the block as more people find out one of their favorite places to eat is closing its doors. The news was announced by the owner on Facebook just a couple of hours ago. He says they've decided to close for a variety of reasons: a lack of workers, rising food costs, food quality, and another coin shortage. Customers are devastated. They say it's not only a staple in the community, but a food staple for their families.
My goodness. No, I didn't know that. You're telling me something. Oh, man. I'm going to really hate that.
We gave a choice of coming here and other places. Oh, prices by far. So we pulled up. The guy said,
"Yeah, man, they're gonna close that dude chicken place, man. Oh, come on, man.
You better get it because they're closing Saturday." What? So we went in and they said the man confirmed it. Well, that's it. Everything has to come to an end, but I'm sorry to see this happen.
And we spoke to the owner about his decision to close. We will have that full interview all new tonight.
Okay, 2 people collapse. Okay, Price's Chicken Coop closing after 59 years in Charlotte due to labor shortage and food costs. Beloved, what you are seeing here, what you are witnessing here, it's the Heavenly Father's work. Okay, a lot of those people are not coming back to work because of, one, the labor shortage, because one, those people die. A lot of them die. 2, the food costs way too much, brothers. It's way too much. Now they cannot afford the amount of food because there's a shortage. There's a shortage in practically everything, brothers. I need one part to put in my car right now. And tomorrow, well, it's already tomorrow. When I wake up in the morning, I gotta go ahead and get this part out, man. I gotta get it from a junkyard. They don't have it nowhere. And I can't even get it out of the junkyard, man, because it's so difficult to get out of the car and put it in my car. There's a shortage. So yeah, so food prices and shortage of labor, okay, of people coming over there. So yeah, that's what happened. And you see those people, 2 people fainted because they were waiting too long, and they almost died for this chicken. All praises to the Most High. Beloved, let's see if the Most High wants us to see anything before we go. Suspect on Daytona Beach, police are ties to a black militia group. Yeah, we know that. That's he's an infiltrator. They do those things, and then he turned on them. All praises. So he turned on them. So we don't know. I don't bring those news to people. Let me see. Condo collapse. Still no review. No update. All right. I think we're good here. I think we're good. All right. Okay. All right. Then we're good, beloved. We're good. All right. Let's have a little discussion. Brethren, sistren, you see how the Father move. You see how the Most High move. You see how the Most High sent us a message sent the world a message that the 12 tribe is there, and he sent the message that Genesis 15 verse 13 is still in effect. We are in 14 is being administered. The Heavenly Father made it very clear that he wants you people off his land. Those people are the one that claiming they are us. They are the one that claiming they are the chosen. And for the past few months, you have been witnessing a lot of things going on with them. A lot of horrible and terrible things are happening to them. And what you see happening with our communities is pretty much the usual, and you don't see what they are noticing, brothers, why they are making all those fuss. They are noticing those things are happening to them. They never seen anything like that happen, but they seems to see they are catching all the HELL, you know. They seems like everything bad is happening to them right now. The variant right now is on the rise. We need to check the plague. Let me see. Let's check the plague. You know, we know for a fact they've been messing with the numbers, okay? And every time we check it, let me see. COVID-19 knows Israel will lead in vaccination face new outbreaks. First could emerge in China and everything is collapsing. Colombia is batting third COVID wave amid unrest. Okay, let's check the H over there. Okay, faces new outbreak. President Biden traveled to North Carolina. Hey, go. Already been begging for that $1 a week. Hear what you need to know. Israel, a world leader in fighting the virus, grapple with a new outbreak. The Bidens hit no record, the CDC grant, all the stuff. Anyway, is that in Heshland? Israel, a world leader in fighting the virus, grapple with the new outbreak. Huh. I believe this is in Heshland, okay? Jerusalem. Israel has been a trailblazer in the post-pandemic world. Wow. This is the type of garbage I despise with those people. Post-pandemic world. How is this post? How is this post? How we past this pandemic? What do you mean post-pandemic? This thing's still here. You are very good at ignoring things. When you ignore things, you don't talk about it, that means it went away. You ignore and talk about us for the past 400 years. That means we went away. You ignore and not talking about the opioid crisis. Now you post-pandemic, now we're still here, okay? And post-pandemic world, largely returning to normal in May following one of the world's fastest vaccination drives. But dozens of new cases recently emerged at schools in two cities, Modi'in and Bin Yamina. Leading to hundreds of people being quarantined. Israel has made 12 to 15 years old eligible for vaccination, but many have yet get shot. So anyway, man, this thing is going all over, their stuff. So now they're in the black community, okay? They are pushing this thing on our people, okay? Because our people are not getting this. Thank you for that little lady holding her phone the correct way, okay, vertically. Look at you scumbag, vertically filming your video. You scumbags, man. I despise people that do things like that. Thank you for that senior citizen. She probably should be listening to me. You know, I always like yapping about that. Okay, thank you for all of your people that's holding your phone horizontally to shoot videos. Yeah, look at you people, man. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, man, this thing is not getting good. It's only getting worse, you know, and they keep hiding stuff until they can't hide it anymore. All right, okay, let's check the countries. Okay, so like we say, what today is the 25th. The last update was at the 18th. This thing go for down, low, down, high, low, and then it went high, low, and then it went high, low, and then it went high, and then it's never going to go away. That's how it is until it get all of you scumbags of our holy land. Okay, so let me see what do we have here. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, we know you guys mess with this stuff. Okay, new cases. India is like, oh, we only got 1,000 cases, man. This thing is still taking people off in India, man. You know. Okay. All right, Brazil still pass over 500,000 now. They got like 509,000. These are all in the millions, man. They just don't count it. All right, let me check. Haiti, because they're trying to make Haiti the face of this thing right now. And then they're like, oh, Haiti's oh man, it's 400 cases, about 373. So 17 people died. It's like 400 cases now for over a year. So, you know, they try to make it, oh man, so many people are dying. Wow. You know, people are gonna, whatever, man. Whatever you said, friendo. Yeah, so anyway, brethren, you see how it is, sister. The Most High is in the midst, and those people, they are having a hard time adapting to the new normal. You see step number 10, thunder voices and destroying earthquakes spiritually. A lot of things happen, brethren, and that's what it is. That's what it is. We give the Most High praises and glory. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will see you whenever the Most High allow. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Be at peace, beloved brothers and sisters. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. And you see how those people are going through the stuff. A lot of things is happening, and they cannot hold it. They cannot do anything from it. So we will pray, brothers, today. Well, not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 26th, we'll pray tomorrow. And we will fast next week, the 1st. Wait, the 1st? Do I have a fast coming on the 1st? What was the fast for the 1st? Oh, boy. I think, anyway, I believe the fast for the 1st would be separating the shaft from the wheat. We have to tell the Most High to remove the shaft in the midst of us. Okay, the shaft. All right, so first we'll fast and pray for the shaft to be removed in the midst of the nation. All right, all praises. Beloved, I'll see you folks anytime the Most High allow it. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Zaza!